Hey guys, this is Dave from FM Scout. Today we've got a brand new video for you and we're going to be continuing looking at staff members on Football Manager 2016. Last week we had a quick look at the key stats for an assistant manager, and today we're going to be looking at the key stats for a director of football. The director of football in Football Manager 2016 is a key part of your club. It's very helpful to have one, and they're quite an important tool as well for day-to-day running of a football club. They're especially handy during the transfer windows to try and bring in maybe youth players. Of course, you can use a head of youth development to help you out with that one as well. I'm currently on my Ajax save, and as you can see, we're in the 2nd of December 2017, so some of these stats on my staff members may vary for your guys' saves that you may have just started or maybe a few years into. So please do bear that in mind. We're going to show you the key stats for a director of football. If you guys are interested in an Ajax save as well, my link to my channel will be in the description down below. I upload an Ajax episode once a week or twice a week. So my current director of football is the ex-Barcelona, Arsenal and of course Ajax man, Mark Overmars. His wage is currently more than mine. Director of football do tend to ask for quite a large wage. The only reason it's bigger than mine is that I've set all my attributes to Sunday League football and no experience, no qualifications. I'm still building that up as the save goes on. Therefore, my stats are really low. Makes the game a little bit more difficult as well. So we're going to click on Mark Overmars here, and as you can see, he's got some really standout stats. Attacking, man management, both maxed out. He's got adaptability at 16. Judging player ability and potential at 15 and 12. So overall, it's got some really good stats. The stats we are going to be looking for today for a director of football, there are only 2 highlighted, but we're going to look at a few more. So director of football, of course, it is important to have a judging player ability and potential, which Mark Overmars has very, decent. Possibly could have a little bit better in the potential side of things, but judging player ability is very good at 15 out of 20, so it's not a bad standard at all. The next stat you want to look at is determination. Again, 14, not bad. It could be a lot worse, and it's a good standard of determination. Also, tactical knowledge, possibly. Mark Overmars hasn't got the best tactical knowledge, unfortunately, but that is a stat you could also look at. Motivation as well, 12, so it's not too bad at all. Adaptability is another stat you want to look at, 16, so very good for Mark Overmars. Discipline as well, at just 4, and man management as well, which is at 20, so that's standout. So the only 2 which really are lacking for Mark Overmars is level of discipline and tactical knowledge, but they're not must-haves. They're really, extras, bonus extras. If they're good at that stat, it's very good. So, the reasons, judging player ability and potential, of course, is for finding good players and selling your players for the best prices if you've got them down for that responsibility. Good tactical knowledge will enable this director of football to try and find the best sort of players for your tactic. Attacking wise, of course, he's got 20, so he may have a better eye for a striker. And man management, all that sort of stuff just means they're going to be better. Determination, they're going to try their hardest to find those best players, and they're going to be sure on the players they're going to be getting. Of course, we will in a second look at the search as well. So Mark Overmars overall is a pretty decent director of football, so if you guys need one, take a look at him. Another thing you director of footballers can do, which some of you guys may not know about, if you click the transfer button over here, not the search bar, just the transfers, you're going to go hover over director of football. You can actually get them to suggest transfer targets. For example, say I want a striker. We could scroll down to striker here, and you could select a role if you really wanted to. Say I play with a complete forward, and he'll suggest them. Sometimes they may not come out with some strikers. Sometimes they may not come out with any they like. But for example, Ji Dong-won looks a pretty decent player. Giovanni Simeone for 2.9 million could be a real good player. And Ozhdian Ozigovic, 23-year-old from Palermo. So, overall, Giovanni Simeone, because he's from River Plate, his value may decrease, but looks a really good player. So what I'd do is scout him. Or if you do trust the opinion of your director of football, what you can do is just click add as transfer target, and you can set some settings here, filters, and he'll do that work for you. So pretty good stat to have. Also, the director of football, if we click back here, we go back again. If you go on to responsibilities, director of football may already have some responsibilities on. So this is probably one of the first things you want to do when start a new save or joining a new club. Finds and makes offers to young players of the future. Mark Overmars is already on there. You could also put him on. So I can hire and fire the director of football. Obviously, he's not going to be able to do that. You can select him to sack or hire certain members of staff. And you could even get him to buy first team players for you if you wanted to, which we're not going to do just in case. Some of the youth players Mark Overmars has brought for me over the last couple of years have been okay. Some not so good. But it's always good to have them because I do tend to focus more on first team players. And it's always good for someone else to be looking for other areas of the squad for you. So that's a really good thing. So finally, we're going to look on the staff list. Discard those changes and we're going to be looking for certain director of footballers. Well, why do I keep saying director of footballers? Certain members of staff who are good in the role of a director of football. So certain attributes you want to go over. Coaching, and the first one we'll look at is mental, judging player ability and potential. The role of a director of football is quite similar to what maybe the role of a chief scout is. So it's a very, very similar role. Attributes, again, we're going to skip through this quickly. Straight away, as you can see, two very strong stats. If you put them up a little bit as well, you'll get a couple of directors of football. This Frank Arneson, just hover over his stats. Adaptability, bang on. Determination's pretty poor, but judging player ability and potential's a bonus. Motivation's okay. Man management's perfect as well. And working with youngsters is 18, so that means he may have a better eye for young players as well. Certain directors of football, again, Ray Clark, currently the director of football at Crystal Palace. Well, his stats practically look absolutely brilliant. So adaptability, determination, judging player ability and potential, and discipline, man management and tactical knowledge, all perfect for Ray Clark just there. And if you just have a quick look, take a couple of minutes of your time to have a look. The director of football is a key, very helpful tool on the game of Football Manager 2016. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do drop a like down below. If you do click the thumbs down button, the dislike button, let me know in the comment section why, and to help me improve for the future. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you check out my channel. A link to that will be in the description. Till next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all very, very soon.